Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
Hey, and there's Brett Chapin over there.
Thanks for joining us on La La Land. This is the only nationally broadcast show by Los Angeles artists about Los Angeles artists in triple digits on episode 101.
Shazam.
Good stuff.
Check that out. Woohoo!
So much. Okay, here's what's going on.
Yeah.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
So David Elzer had an emergency come up. He's not going to be able to join us today.
Okay.
So we have the amazing Katie Galuska and Zachary Kaufer of Simi Valley's Cultural Arts Center's high school, Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde. See, but I didn't get the guest names wrong this time. I just got the name of the show.
That's true.
Legally Blonde opened last weekend and is running for the next 5 weekends over at the Simi Valley Cultural Arts Center. And we also have
Diane Grant here. She's a wonderful playwright, and she'll be telling us about the next reading coming up for her show.
Good stuff.
Yep.
And that's at the Blank Theater this Monday night.
Yes.
For tickets, you can go to theblank.org. And good stuff.
Yeah, it's busy.
We're doing some fun stuff on Thursday, huh?
We do.
Tell everyone. Okay, first I should say, if you have any questions for our guests, make sure you call us at 323-247-7443. 323-247-7443. Okay, tell everyone what we're doing on Thursday.
Oh my God, I'm geeking out so incredibly. So this Thursday, Brett and I are going to the premiere of the amazing Burt Wonderstone. That's the movie starring Steve Carell and Jim Carrey, as well as I think
Steve Buscemi.
Whom I love Buscemi. And Olivia, what's her name?
Olivia Wilde.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Right. She's the former princess. Yes, I'm very excited. And in addition to going to see the film, we're also going to the Magic Castle, which if you have not been to the Magic Castle, you have got to find some way to go. You have to know a member or be part of an event that's going, but it is absolutely a must do if you are in Los Angeles, visiting Los Angeles, circulating Los Angeles. You have to go. It's so much fun.
Magic Castle's awesome. I've only been once, and I had such a good time.
Oh yeah.
We're fancy.
We are, and you know who I've gone with before is our guest from last week, Owen Hammer.
Oh really?
Yeah. I've been his guest like several times. His wife and we'll go with like my husband and I, and we'll all go and have a great time. So, all right.
Love the Magic Castle.
Yes.
So we're doing that, and so thank you to Knockout Image PR on Facebook. Thank you for inviting us to that. And our friend Caitlin O'Brien's. Love those guys. And thank you to our amazing new intern. We have a new intern. Frank is doing the tweeting and the Facebooking for us during the show today.
Very fun.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Theater Minute. Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on? How's High School Musical? You opened last night?
We did. We have a fantastic opening last night. As you know, we had 4 of the kids from the show on last week to sing and have a great time and talk. We had the most call-ins I think you've ever had on a show.
Our callers broke the phone lines.
They broke the phone lines, and ridiculous. That's okay. We love questions and everything. And I thought they really, because what I loved is they were talking. There was a caller that asked about bullying and if they had ever felt that they had been bullied or anything like that. And they had some really great responses in that, that it wasn't something that they were, necessarily backed into a corner about, but that once they sort of explained that they were having so much fun and they sort of felt bad that someone wouldn't have as much fun because they weren't participating too, then the sort of bullying aspect really went away, which I thought was a great response and maybe helps parents that are wondering about letting their kids participate in musical theater if that's a positive. So, and I think it is. I pull in the team, and they really pulled it together last night. It was awesome. Tech Week is always bonkers, and they're juggling standardized tests. They're juggling homework. They're juggling 4-hour rehearsals, even though I do let them out at 8. So that's, pretty conservative for a lot of shows. And they were great. It was fantastic. So come see Daniela, who plays Sharpay. She gets pied. So it's awesome. She is such a sport about it all too, and they are just hilarious. And they, with the laughter and the applause last night, you could see them all go, "Hey, this is kind of fun."
So cool. It's those memories that you get to take with you for the rest of your life. They're going to remember being in High School Musical when
they
were a kid.
They will.
And they'll remember coming on the air and stuff.
God, they were so excited about it. They just had such a good time. And for tickets, you can go to theaterpalisades.com, or you can call their box office at 310-454-1970.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because they each had their own individual personality. They were very individual personalities.
Yes. Yes.
Very, very talented kids.
That's the case for all 18 of them on the stage. You will see distinct characters throughout. I really didn't want to homogenize anybody, so and there were some archetypes that I thought were missing from the film. So we kind of went way over when it came to like the slacker dudes. You know, we have those, and I have a goth girl, and I do, like, she's totally goth. She's here, and she's just here the whole time. She has like black hair and lipstick and like studs everywhere.
Can't wait to see it. Theaterpalisades.com for information on
absolutely.
That. Good stuff. What else do we have? We have Iowa Theatricals is putting up In the Heights, iowatheatricals.com for information on that. As the World Goes Round at the NoHo Arts Center.
And the World Goes Round.
Did I do it again?
It's not.
I quit. And the world goes round at the NoHo Arts Center. There we go. For tickets to that, you can go to plays411.com/world. Kristen Trammell, former guest, is playing this Thursday at the House of Blues. For tickets to that, go to facebook.com/Kirsten Trammell, KERSTINTRIMMEL. And we have the Blank Theater Diane show. We talked about that. What else do we have?
Von Bach this weekend and next weekend. So.
Yes. FremontCenterTheater.com, is it?
Yes, it is. And I went this past Sunday, and
how was it?
Man, it was amazing because I've seen it before in, like, you know, the attic in Hollywood somewhere, like on Santa Monica Boulevard. But this space, it's a former funeral home. So yeah. And so you walk in and immediately you're just taken into this environment of it all, because it is about this. It's basically a zombie romance comedy.
Yes.
Thing. Yes. So, and what better place than a former funeral home? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I went on a Sunday and there was like no traffic and great stuff. So, you know, I suggest Sundays. So for that, go to FremontCenterTheater.com.
Good stuff. I want to go.
Yeah.
Walking the Tightrope at 24th Street Theater. They were kind enough to give us tickets for a ticket giveaway. Great. They are playing every Saturday. For information on that, go to 24thstreettheater.com. Bandwidth Mondo is coming back. You don't know about Bandwidth Mondo. Bandwidth Mondo is the show that's on. They've been taking a break since January, but they usually follow us, and they're a music show. And they have independent music artists in doing live performances, and they talk to the bands, and it's really, really cool. So they start at 3 o'clock today here on LA Talk Live, so stick around and listen to Mondo and Lixie. You want to talk about our Indiegogo account?
Yes.
Okay.
So you know what, we do this because we love it, of course, but we have a new thing. It's an Indiegogo account, just to help us help you promoting your theater happenings and bringing in the very best artists to come and talk about their process and their passion about theater and the arts in general. So you can go to Indiegogo.com and look on, we're doing our, what is it called? Here it is.
It's Indiegogo.com/project/sponsor La La Land Talk Season 3.
Yes.
With dashes between each one of those words. But
all of those.
You guys will find it.
Yeah.
For our first Indiegogo account, I think we collected a couple $100 in sponsorship. Same thing for the second one. For this one, we're looking for $500 over the next 30 days.
Yeah.
Pretty reasonable.
That's reasonable.
It's very reasonable. And we have some great perks for donating. For instance, for just $5, we're going to say thank you. We're going to say thank you to you on air. We'll do that. And then we'll include, if you bump it up to 10, not only will you get an on-air thanks, we're going to send you a wonderful email because, you know, We are that awesome.
And that's worth the extra $5,
It is.
believe me.
It is. We may even say thank you on Facebook for $10, don't you think?
Sure, yeah.
I think that'll work.
Throw that in there.
I think that'll work. Now, if you've ever wanted to see what it's like to come in and see this craziness that we do, and definitely the kids loved it last week. A lot of our guests have been like, this is so much fun. If you've ever wanted to have a studio visit, it can be yours for the very, very reasonable donation of $50. I mean, come on. That would be so much fun.
It's the cost of an episode.
It's the cost of an episode.
Easy.
That's nothing. Yes. Now, if you happen to be a stylist or you are a designer of some kind and you want to see your wonderful designs online to 250,000 people broadcast all over the world, then for $100, dress us. We'll wear what you want. It's true. It's true. I would wear a what is that, sandwich board? I would wear like whatever. I have no hang-ups. Like you can seriously do whatever. It's fine.
Although I did put on there in parentheses subject to approval just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
But just so you know, I have no hang-ups. Like whatever. It's okay. Tease the hair, like whatever.
Question, do you have to be a stylist to do that?
You
Or
do
can we
not.
just dress
Can
you
you
in
just
whatever
be like
we
a
want?
normal?
You could do that. Fine. Whatever.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Wear some clown shoes, whatever.
Good to know.
Exactly.
Good to know.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do anything but go blonde. I won't do blonde again.
Legally blonde?
Legally blonde?
No
Plug
pun
in.
intended.
I know. I'll go see the show, but I'm not personally going blonde again. It's too expensive.
323-247-7443.
Exactly. And then tell us about the on-air ads. What is this?
Yeah, we shoot that down this way so I can read it.
Yes.
Well, because I don't totally remember everything that I did.
So really high tech. That's why we need an Indiegogo account.
So the first Indiegogo account we were asking for $10,000. The second one we were asking for $5,000. This we're asking for $500 over the next 30 days. A little more reasonable.
Yeah.
For $250, you're gonna get 85 ads a week here on LA Talk Live. Your commercial gets played 85 times to 250,000 listeners. That's a pretty good deal.
You will not find.
That's like $2 an ad.
You will not find that sort of a cache of listeners for that amount anywhere, just anywhere.
And you come in and you record your own commercial, and do it your way. That's a
or one of us
deal.
can, if you're shy, then we will certainly record it for you. That's not a problem.
And also, Brett, I'd like to let them know that they also be featured on iTunes Radio under R&B as well.
That's right. That's right. And there's a bunch of apps too, Radio Flag and Stitcher.
So it's
all over the place.
A plethora of different ways that they'll be heard and seen.
Where are you going to get on iTunes for $250 85 times? That's crazy. And then can you pass me that other page too?
Yes.
For $500, you're going to get, I believe it's 170 ads for the week. That's incredible.
That's nuts.
And for $1,000, it's 170 ads for the week to 250,000 listeners. Plus, you get to name our show.
What?
So, like, if it was Theater Palisades, we would be Theater Palisades La La Land Talk.
For that week.
For that month.
For that month.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's
cool.
Good deal.
Yeah, totally.
There's only one of those available, though, so that we can't be two things at once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as actors, we're already just... So don't even know our own names at half the time. So we really need to pick and choose when we get renamed.
But I mean, of course we do this because we love it, but it's also cost money, and it's really tough to for me personally to ask for sponsorships. I'm not good at this type of thing, but this is a fun way.
I'm not shy. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that if you want Here's the thing.
Thanks.
If you want to continue to see the very best in performances, to get we give away tickets every single week to top shows that you would spend lots and lots of money to. Keep it going for us, and we will keep it going for you. We will promote your show. We are there for you. So
this is why this is a good team, because
Exactly.
you're better at this than I am.
that's
Yeah.
I'm
stuff.
getting used for when my kids in school and have to sell all those, the wrapping
yeah.
paper. and all
Ooh, the
that.
candy bars and
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
good stuff.
Awesome. I'm registering him for kindergarten next week.
Rex,
Yeah, seriously.
He hates La La Land.
He doesn't hate it. No. Actually,
He came on the show once.
He did. He just got really nervous, and he
Yeah.
and he's 4, and he didn't know how to express that with words. He said that he had a tummy ache, and then later on he goes, "I think I made a mistake. But I wanted to talk, but I got a tummy ache." And I think that's nerves. That's what nerves is. And so I told him, "That's totally fine. That's okay. We'll try again some other time when your tummy doesn't feel bad."
We gotta bring him back on.
We'll bring him back
days. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because he does like the sound of his own voice. So, that's for sure.
Maybe he'll be in radio like his mom. He'll follow in his mom's footsteps.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Is that it for the theater minute? That's it,
I think so.
Oh, Rent is playing at Beyond the Stage Productions, beyondthestageproductions.com.
And gee, who's in Rent that we know?
Some dork. I don't know.
Brett
Chapin.
Brett is in Rent.
Yes. Playing April 4th through April 6th at the Founders Center, 1,600 seat theater. It's the biggest theater I've ever worked at. It's going to be so much fun.
Where's that, Brett?
Beyondthestageproductions.com. The theater is the Founders Auditorium in downtown. Right over there by Pershing Square.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll take the train because I can take the train over there to see it.
Oh, yeah.
From Culver City. That would be really easy.
And, my house is right near the Chatsworth train station. I should be doing that for rehearsals, too. I should
yeah.
save the gas. Why
Hello.
not? Good stuff. Beyondthestageproductions.com for information on that. Okay. To our guests, if you have any questions for our amazing guests, give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/lalalandtalk and Twitter at twitter.com/lalalandtalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And we'll be back on La La Land Talk.
Shazam.
With Brett and Dorothy on LA Talk Live.
Woohoo!
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. That's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And there's Brett Chapin.
And we are talking today with the amazing playwright, Diane Grant. If you have any questions for Diane, make sure to call us at 323-247-7443. Thank you for joining us, Diane.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Good to see you again.
It's very nice to be here.
You've got something new going on since we last talked to you, don't you?
I do. I'm having a reading at the Blank on Monday, this Monday the 4th at 8 o'clock, and it's part of their living room series. So it's really fun. They present new plays so that people can see them and see what they think about them, and they're staged.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So it's not just sitting around with a script in the lap.
Well, they have their scripts in their hand,
Sure,
but they're moving.
But they're moving.
Awesome. Yes.
Nice.
So like up and around.
Exactly. And we have a director from New York.
Oh,
Fancy.
Yeah, very fancy.
Mm.
He came in to do it. His name is David Glenn Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we have some music with this wonderful composer that I met on Big Cheap named Andy Chuckerman, and he's written some nice music. He's really accomplished.
Very
so
cool.
it's going to be fun.
That's great. I didn't know that you wrote musicals. I thought it was just straight plays. Is this?
It's got incidental music. I usually put music into things.
Yeah.
And,
When we did Wind in the Willows. So when we did Wind in the
that's
Willows
right,
together,
that's
and,
right.
and it's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Riley was the composer for that one.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yes, which
Yeah.
is now licensed. You can license
Yes,
that.
youth
awesome.
plays. You can
Yes.
buy it. You can publish it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You're working on all kinds of stuff lately. You just finished the show at Theater Palisades that you
Right,
wrote.
that
Has
was-
anybody here seen Roy?
Oh my God, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was really, really fun.
And very
Yeah.
successful.
Yes, it did well.
Yeah.
It did well. We had a dog in it.
Oh
Which
yeah,
was good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
lots of
Yeah.
people from the community from Palisades.
They did. They played part of the parade goers because we got the 4th of July parade in it.
Uh-huh.
And they were fantastic.
Yeah,
Love
Katie
it.
and I have been in that parade.
Oh, we
Now,
have. It
you
was
been
really
in that
fun.
I
parade?
have been in that parade.
Yes,
That's right.
With
We are
Diane.
all
It's a good one.
we're all
It's a good one.
veterans
Yes.
of that parade.
I've been
Yes.
in it too.
You have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
It is
Yeah.
fun. It's long.
It is long.
Oh, yeah.
It's long.
Yes, and the bagpipers. You kind of.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I've got Scottish heritage, but I kind of want to like chop them off at the kilt. You know, I'm just
Exactly.
like, do I have a knife? Can I like stab the bag? You
It's
know.
because they're always right behind our float. They always line up behind us. It's
They
ridiculous.
do every
Yeah.
time. It's like they know we're there. I think.
Speaking of bagpipes, and we'll get into Legally Blonde later.
Yay!
Do you have any bagpipers in your show, Diane?
No, not yet.
No.
I can put some in. I got
Okay, sure. Why not? We're going. How do you feel about bagpipers? This is a good course for an interview.
I guess so. Well, you know
Yeah.
what was weird is when I remember when we were planning our wedding, like 9 years
Travis
ago.
was in
No.
the kilt.
No, my
That would
mom.
be awesome.
I know that would be awesome. But my mom all of a sudden got really, really hooked on. She really wanted us to have bagpipers, and we were getting married in Charleston, and I'm kind of like,
No.
oh, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. She goes, wouldn't it be great, for a processional? And we're going from like the church to the. I'm like, no, our wedding is all in one spot. Like literally, we finish stand up, turn around. There's the reception. Like that's it. There's no
Nice.
processional for anything, and I am pretty good walking on my own. Like I can follow direction, kind of like that. So I managed to nix the bagpipers. I think she's still kind of sore about it though. She really wanted some bagpipers. I'm like, we're not that Scottish.
Just throw some in for like an anniversary party.
right.
Seriously.
By the way,
That doesn't
Mom,
really
guess who I
fit.
brought?
Yeah. For her next birthday, I'm gonna have like bagpipers.
Yeah. They're great with Amazing Grace.
If you have any questions about bagpipers, give us a call at 323-247-7443.
Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
Where do you go from bagpipers? Where do you go?
Anywhere.
Diane,
Yes.
what is your favorite? Do you enjoy writing musicals? Do you enjoy writing one acts, two acts? You do short stories.
I like writing comedy.
Comedy.
I really do like
Why
writing
why
comedy.
is that? Why
I
is
don't know.
that?
It just comes to me. It comes easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drama's a little hard.
Were you the class clown?
No, I was the shortest person in class.
Me too.
Okay. Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
So where do you think you got that knack for comedy? Do you think maybe from watching movies or reading?
Oh, my dad was
Like,
a great storyteller.
Was he?
Oh,
That
he's
helps.
Wonderful.
That helps.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's
Excellent.
Scottish.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
there it is.
Plug in.
Did he have bagpipes?
No. He didn't.
Okay.
Well, if it's not Scottish, it's crap,
Exactly.
Was there anything else that you wanted to do outside of being a writer? Like if you weren't a writer, what do you think you would have gone into?
Oh, I was an actress.
Oh, you were
in
an
Canada.
actress?
Yeah. Yeah. I made my
Oh,
living
wow.
at it, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice. Which is not an easy thing to
I
do.
know. Yeah.
That's great. How is acting out in Canada different than acting here?
More often you get paid.
Yeah? That sounds good.
Yeah, it was
Do they
good.
have a union there, like SAG?
Mm-hmm.
After?
Mm-hmm. They do. They have Actors Equity.
Oh,
And they have-
excellent.
yeah. Yeah.
So and you did that, and then you moved here when?
Right. My husband's a film director, so he said, let's try it. Let's go. So
Why not?
We did. We
Very
tried.
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And we had some fun.
And been here ever since.
Yeah.
See,
I
I
love it. I love it here.
I want to
Yeah.
see Diane in Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh, I
She would be
played that.
great.
Right.
Yes.
But I want to see you do it.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. That's what I would pay lots of money to see. Diane Grant in Arsenic and Old Lace. Oh, we have a caller.
Oh, yay.
Stop the presses. We have a caller. Hello, caller.
Hi, it's David Daniels, director of Legally Blonde.
Hey, David. This is the director of Legally Blonde.
Hi, David.
I did.
Hi.
Hey, David.
I was listening online, but I had to get in my car, so I thought I'd call in. I didn't realize I'd be on immediately on dialing. Awesome though.
Oh
How
yeah.
are you guys?
We're great. We're excited to come see the show.
When are you guys coming?
I will be there the weekend of the 17th because I'm
Oh, that's
Irish like that.
exciting. Hi, Zach and Katie.
Hi.
Hi, David.
Hey, David. How proud are you of these two, Zach and Katie?
I'm so proud of them. They're amazing. Wait till you guys see them on stage. Katie's adorable and Zach is hilarious.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Oh my god.
I'm David.
I would say Zach gets the biggest round of applause.
He
when
does,
comes out
in the whole show.
Yes, uniform out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will get the details on that.
Last Friday we had a big group of high school kids there, and they went crazy for him.
Oh,
They loved him.
Yeah,
The
they
ladies
did.
were like, hello.
They did.
Well, now, fancy you. Now, David, tell me, what drew you to Legally Blonde when you're like, that's the show I want to direct? It's Legally Blonde. Like, what drew you there?
I don't know if it exactly worked out that way. I'm trying to remember, but I did see it on Broadway, and I really thought Broadway was a fun show to direct, fun, upbeat musicals with like young, energetic casts, and we try to. The Actors Repertory Theater See Me tries to do stuff because that really helps get people into the theater.
Yes.
So we always are on the ball with on the Music Theater International website, wherever looking for what stuff the licenses become available, and we were on Legally Blonde because that was new, and we just knew it would go over well in the theater. So that's how we ended up doing it.
Fantastic. Now because that opening number, that's quite an undertaking. It's about 9 minutes long itself, just that whole opening.
Oh, it's like 50 scene changes.
Yeah. I mean, was
Yeah.
that must have been a real challenge when you were setting that.
Yeah, it was. The whole show was, to be honest with you.
It's a lot of set moves. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like Katie just said, some of the numbers, especially the opening number, like have 4 or 5 scene changes within the course of one song. So doing it when you see it, you'll see it. We have a nice house. It's like a 200 deep house but the stage is really small. There's very little wing space and no fly space. So coming up with how the scene changes happen was a big challenge, but I think we pull it off well. And the actors, I have to give the actors credit because they're really participating in a lot of the scene changes and making it really organic to the show. So I give the actors props for that because they're awesome. But yeah, and there's another show too. It's not like an old musical where they have like 12 pages of scene change music between scenes. This show runs from scene to scene to scene, so it's nonstop. So it's a really hard show for everybody, the actors, the people, everybody.
Yeah, I have noticed that with some of the more contemporary musicals that the transition scenes and songs that were typically used when you kind of close a mid-curtain so you could change the big sets behind, those are completely gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're just gone with the wind, and so you have to incorporate all those scene changes within the action, and that was something that's evolving with directing too. You're more than just the action in the scene. You have to be a traffic cop too to make sure nobody, gets clunked in the head.
We've gotten some bruises.
Oh, nice, good times.
David, you're a veteran director and you've worked on a lot of different shows. What makes Legally Blonde maybe different than other shows you've worked on?
Repeat the question. What makes it what? I'm sorry.
What makes it different? What makes it stand out versus other shows that you've worked on in the past?
It really, there's a lot of things, but because it's so modern and it takes place now, and I'm trying to think of other show I've done that's not either in some sort of fantasy world or in a certain time period or whatever. So that makes it kind of cool. So you're allowed to, it's very modern, and I don't think I've worked a show that is so nonstop like this musical before, where there are so many scene changes and it goes from scene to scene to scene, and Elle Wood literally barely ever gets to leave the stage. Plus, she has 14 costume changes, and then all the other ensemble people have several characters they play, and there's so much dancing and so much music. So it really is a big undertaking, but it's fun, and I think that's what's important. I don't know if it really answered your question, but
It does.
Yeah, it does. It very completely,
it does.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Well done, David.
And
Yes.
you have 2 live dogs and a bunch of other things.
Oh,
going on.
yes.
So,
You have a
We
bruiser?
have
Oh,
we
yes,
have a
we
Bruiser
do.
and we have a Rufus.
Yes, they're very good.
Wow. Are they like
Rufus-
actually trained in the whole thing?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
And Rufus is this
Rufus is amazing.
adorable bulldog named Lucy
Oh
with
my
a face
goodness.
that you could just smack off of it because it's so cute.
Oh my goodness.
And they're
I
both,
love it.
it's funny because they're playing boys and they're both girls, so I think they get confused.
Yeah.
But besides that.
Rufus might actually get more applause than Zach.
It's true, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, he gets lots. He has tricks.
Oh.
Is he better looking than Zach?
Yes.
Well,
By far.
Well, and they've been so the dogs are well behaved, because when we did Annie, our Sandy went off the front of the stage during one performance. And mind you, Sandy was blind. So it's not
that's
100% her fault.
well, we've had issues where I'm supposed to be talking to Bruiser in the whole beginning, and we've definitely had problems. But she's fine. I pick her up, and she's golden, good to go. But otherwise,
Oh, you're the one who does where's well?
oh yes,
Okay.
I'm the dog whisperer.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Oh,
Katie
okay.
is totally the dog whisperer. She is a little dog.
And Legally Blonde is sweet because it has a really nice storyline too. It's not all fluff. There is kind of a plot to it. It's very, very cool.
Yes. A nice A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a very
Yes.
positive show, right?
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
really is
Yeah.
especially for like younger women, it's an empowering show for them that, not all about what you look like. And even though it's not an ugly duckling tale, it's kind of the opposite, but it's about somebody who is beautiful and is popular and is hot, and how she overcomes that stigma to really, really find herself and show that she is a strong person and a smart person and can overcome just being somebody's girlfriend and making that her label. So I think the story and the message is important in that way.
Awesome.
Great. Well, thanks for calling in, David.
Thanks, David.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Break a leg on your show and the rest of your run.
Thanks.
SeeMe-Arts.org for information on Legally Blonde, the musical.
Excellent.
This has been a kind of a combination interview. We're kind of talking to Katie and Zach and talking to Diane. And Diane's show is at the Blank this Monday at 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Dude.
Go to DianeGrant.com for information on that. Or theblank.com as well for information on that. Time's right, names of shows are off, but the guest names have all been right on.
Today.
Can I just bring that up?
Today.
Thank you. Yes, today. Maybe next week too. We'll see.
We'll see.
So what anything you guys want to add a little bit to talk about your show, Diane? Anything
I could give you a telephone number.
Give
That's
us a
probably
telephone
good.
number. Yeah.
It's 323-871-8018
For tickets.
Awesome.
Great.
323-871
8018.
8018.
Yeah.
Great.
Good
All right.
stuff.
Now, Katie and I were in a show together last year.
Yes.
We were both Sonia's voices.
Yeah.
In there playing our song, which was awesome.
It was fun.
I was very
Great show.
happy to work with Katie. That was a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Because I was not, let's just say it's been a long time since I'd had to sing harmony, also known as ever. So I was very thankful that Katie was there because she was just like, no, it's like this. It's like this instead.
Except the nice version.
and then I also I would work with her with dancing as well. So it was a nice yin and yang thing. We could work on that. So we were each other's crutch as far as as technique went. So anyway, and that was a lot. I had so much fun. I had not been in a show in years, and so to work with such a close knit cast, there's only 5 of us. So you hope and pray that you don't hate anybody, and thank goodness I didn't. And Katie and I were instantly friends, and we would go to like Denny's after all the shows because after performing, you're like, you can't like go home and go, pass out. There's a reason why Sardi's is open till 2 in New York, and so we're cheap, so we go to Denny's, and that was just really fun. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
and you guys were great.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Zach, I remember seeing Zach in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
That was
2011.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I think 2.
Yeah, it was summer
2 years ago.
2011. I remember that. So, and that was oh my goodness, the
was fun.
innocence. Yes, you put what was the name of your role? I'm
Hero.
sorry. Hero. Yes, the innocent, and he just looked so clueless the entire time. I was just like, where did they pull this guy from? It's like he's just like so excited to be on the stage all the time, like all the time. And his like romantic cohort in that show was our sponsor. We have a sponsor for our Indiegogo account, Kristen Towers Rolls.
Yes.
So
we do.
thank you to Kristen. We're very appreciative of her Indiegogo donation.
Thank you, Kristen.
They were a great pair in
We had a lot of fun. With
Yes.
that. A lot of fun.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Completely
So
clueless.
you guys have the opportunity to talk to 2 very accomplished theater actors and a theater playwright by calling 323-247-7443 right now.
Pick up the phone, my friends.
Pick up the phone, and we're going to be talking in the next segment to theater publicist David Elzer. Very accomplished, has been around the scene for quite a while, and I'm interested to talk to him a little bit about theater in LA.
Very cool. Awesome. So
Anything before we? Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to just ask them as far as like approaching Legally Blonde. Here's a good question. What was your audition song? Both of you.
What was mine? Do you remember yours? Mine was, oh man, I can't believe. I did Jekyll and Hyde. I did Someone Like You, I think.
Really?
Yeah, which is, I wasn't sure really what to sing, but my vocal range was really strong in that song, so I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, it was good. This show's just been amazing dancing wise for me because I'm a dancing machine in the show. And normally, that's not my strong suit, but this show has helped me a lot. I feel like I'm a lot better now than I used to be, and it's it's a demanding show, but in a really good way. And like all the songs are really positive, and it's nice. It's been good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was actually brought into the show after auditions.
As is the case with the need for male actors.
Yes.
We're lucky that way, Zach.
And so I guess I would say that my audition song was the score of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which was the last show I worked on with David.
Okay.
So yeah, we did some dance stuff at the first rehearsal just to make sure.
That you weren't gonna fall
like
on your
Becky
face.
had never seen me dance before.
Our choreographer.
Our choreographer, who I've also worked with twice before.
Great.
Hey, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Shout out. So yeah, I would say that was my audition song. And we did a little bit of the choreography from What You Want,
Nice.
which is a killer.
Oh, it's lots.
Our choreographer Becky is a personal trainer.
She's awesome.
In
She's
her
a hardcore
spare
one.
time. So she likes to bring a little bit of pain into her choreography.
Are you all a little tighter from doing this show?
Actually, our castmate who's watching and said that I would be on her hit list if I didn't mention her, Mary Zastro, or Disastro, mentioned that her butt was sitting a little higher.
Yeah, she did. She's like, guys, I think I feel good about
I
it.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens with the show.
Especially we have a jump rope section, which I'm relieved, but also not relieved that I'm in because it's a good help for exercise. But they jump rope like the whole song.
I am in
so
it.
a lot of them are stronger.
And so learning to
Sing?
jump rope and sing
Oh my god.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
was awful, but now it's great.
Yeah.
We posted some of your pictures of your jump roping on our Facebook page. You guys can see them. It's very cool.
Oh goodness,
Very nice.
that was fun.
Go see Legally Blonde. You
Yeah.
guys, seme-arts.org
Wonderful.
for any information about that.
You'll see Katie talking to a dog,
Yes.
and you'll
Yes.
see Zach
Attempting.
singing and jump roping simultaneously.
Yes.
Where else in Los Angeles can you find that?
Nowhere that I know.
There is nowhere.
No.
There is nowhere. I mean, not even like going to Crunch Gym. Like seriously,
It's different.
it's way different. It's way different. No dogs, no singing. So yes,
And go
get
see Diane Grant's show on Monday night, the Piaggi Suite.
Piaggi Suite. Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Oh,
Piaggi
it's
Suite.
beautiful. The Piaggi
Yes.
Suite.
Biage.
On Monday night at the Blank Theater.
Thank you.
That's in Pasadena, yes?
No.
No.
Santa Monica Boulevard. Santa Monica
Hollywood.
Boulevard.
Oh, man.
And Wilcox.
That's okay, though. I'm allowed to not know that. Go to the Blank.
It's across the street from the complex, if you know where that
Yes.
is.
Yes,
it is, yes.
right there on Theater Row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think we were on at midnight and not noon.
Listen, Dillingham. The Blank Theater. Go see the Piaggi Suite. Thank you so much to the three of you for being with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
We had fun. We had fun.
Next up, theater publicist David Elzer on La La Land with Brett and Dorothy on LA Talk Live. Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. What's your name again?
My name's Dorothy Dillingham Blue,
Dorothy
and you
Dillingham
are.
Blue.
You
I'm
are.
Brett Chapin.
Oh right.
Yes.
Now I remember.
Thanks for joining us on La La Land. We were talking today with the very talented Los Angeles theater publicist David Elzer. If you have any questions for David,
Thank you. That's much too kind.
make sure to give us a call at 323-247-7443, 323-247-7443, or you can tweet us a question at La La Land Talk on Twitter.
Hi, Brett. Hi, Dorothy. Thank you
Hey,
so much
David.
for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome.
So kind.
Being here.
You're welcome.
Well, you are a very accomplished theater publicist. A lot of your shows have won Ovation Awards, LA Drama Critics Circle Awards, different awards, and you've been working in LA in the theater publicity for quite a long time.
Yes, I've been doing theater publicity in LA for 12 years now, and I'm a hyphenate now because I'm also a producer, writer, publicist, marketer.
Very
Yes,
nice.
yes,
Wow.
theater person.
Thespian of all trades.
I'm a thespian of all trades.
Love it. And what are you working on right now?
From a producing point of view, right now I'm actually on my way down to the Laguna Playhouse because I produced a show last year in Los Angeles called Having It All, which was nominated for 7 Ovation Awards. And the Laguna Playhouse is kind enough to do the regional theater premiere of it. We open next Saturday night, March 9th at Laguna Playhouse with 4 of the original 5 cast members, and it's the who's who of the great LA, except for these 2, of course, the great LA musical theater performers. We have like Kim Huber, Shannon Warren, Michelle Duffy, Jennifer Lee Warren, and Lindsay Alley, who was on the new Mickey Mouse Club with Justin Timberlake.
Love it.
So, the 5 did it in North Hollywood for us, and they were all nominated for Ovation Awards, and now we get to relive it at the Laguna Playhouse for 4 weeks. So that's exciting. I just closed in December a musical I wrote and produced called Just in Love. And it's been nominated for some LADCC awards and some LA Weekly awards. And the Diversionary Theater in San Diego has just announced that they're going to do the San Diego premiere of it. And
Nice.
we go into rehearsals on that in July. And I've got
How
another.
exciting.
It's so exciting.
Oh my
I know a musical that I wrote is actually having a life.
You wrote Justin Love?
I did write Just in
That
Love.
got a ridiculous amount of praise from the critics.
It did.
last
It was
year. That
very-
did really, really well.
It was very nice. It was very nice. It
Yeah.
was my. Thank you, critics and.
I didn't realize you wrote that. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
absolutely. So I've written another musical, which I'm going to New York at the end of the month to see if we can secure the rights to it, which would be an exciting big deal. So so I kind of do a little bit of everything. And my day job is Demand PR, where I actually represent every other theater company in Los Angeles. So
That's
from
demandpr.com, right?
it's demandpr.com, where I actually do marketing and PR for most theaters, including Laguna Playhouse and La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts, and the Open Fist, and Theater of Note, and the Celebration, and the Colony, blah, blah, blah. So
Love it.
I'm a big theater macher, as the Jews say.
Now, when you were doing, did you study theater in school? Or
Yes.
you did? And
Yes.
were you, because I know I was the one that was always posting flyers, posters, writing sidewalk chalk. Like whenever there was a show going on, I could not shut up about it. So people often like put me on the committee for publicity, even if I wasn't technically in the show, because I was so chatty about stuff.
Yes.
So is that something that?
No.
No. You
No,
were not.
I don't think anybody grows up wanting to be a publicist.
No,
It's
I
not,
guess not.
it's not like I never thought of it. And so, but I went to Beverly Hills High School and I was in the drama department there and wanted to be an actor and a big theater star and did very well at Beverly High and graduated and just fell into the movie business and spent 20 years doing marketing and PR and film.
Oh,
and
really?
I just kind of fell into it and I did very, very well. But the last 6 or 7 years of my movie career, the little boy who wanted to be in the theater started screaming and hitting me, and what happened
Isn't
to
that amazing how it happens?
Yeah.
You just, it's not that what you're doing is terrible and bad,
Oh
but
my
you
God.
realize there's this piece of you that you have to give life to.
That's right.
Mhm.
And so I actually left a very lucrative career and job and found my way back into the theater. And my first gig was after I left. I was senior vice president of worldwide marketing at Trimark Pictures. I went from that to launch Lion King LA. I got the gig to
Oh, wow.
do the marketing and PR for Lion King LA, and that was my first gig. And then from there, the movie business was calling me back, but I just wanted to stay in theater. I love theater people so much more. And so I just started getting these accounts and formed Demand PR and was doing the marketing and PR. And I'm like, wow, I can really sell those shows. I should produce a few of my own. So I started producing my first shows, The Marvelous Wonderettes, that I produced here in Los Angeles. And then Life Could Be a Dream, Winter
Which won
Wonderettes.
several awards.
Yes, they all did. And then Having It All, and then Just in Love. And so it was a nice step from being a marketing PR person to producing to now creating. So that's been my sort of life journey right now. And so the greatest thing I did was leave the movie business and be a part of this amazing theatrical community we have here in Los Angeles.
You made the right choice.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I've never been happier.
And
Excellent.
have you seen what's the evolution, would you say, from when you started doing the theater PR 12 years ago to now, like the whole social media aspect? Has it just been a
Oh, sure. It's changed completely. I mean, I can even go back further. I could talk about LA theater from, a long time, because I was born and bred here. So I've watched LA theater, especially in our 99 seat, in our smaller theater, intimate theater world, go from a very workshop-y, kind of terrible, quirky, yeah, thing, with exceptions, but to now unbelievable theater companies doing it for art's sake, really not just to be in the film and TV business, but because they love the art of theater. So, and then the last few years, unfortunately, print medium has been drying up, and social media has been picking up, and online internet and blogs have become such a much more important way to sell theater and any entertainment, forget just about theater. And so, you have to change with the times. And, but the good news is in any entertainment, word of mouth,
of course,
is everything.
Yeah.
And if people like your show, people are going to talk about your show, and they're going to see your show, and then everything else is there to support that. But, I'm a big believer in getting the word out in advance and creating pre-awareness so that, it's not the first time somebody hears about the show. When your friend down the street goes, oh, I saw this thing. They'd heard about the show first. That's what usually translates into a ticket sale. It's the 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going through the LA Times, I think on Monday, and
not a good day for the Times.
No, no, and well,
from a theater point of view, they don't.
This relates. So, and it wasn't in the calendar section. It was in some other section, and it was, I'd say maybe an eighth of a page ad. It was for a production of Little Shop of Horrors. It was clearly for a high school, but it was only the initials for the high. It was something HS. There was no phone number.
Right.
No
Terrible.
Production dates.
Right.
No website.
Right.
Nothing.
Waste
So
of money.
no address.
Right.
So I don't know. I love Little Shop of Horrors. Like, I'll go see that show, but I have no idea where it is.
Right. I mean, that's just,
It's
sort
money
of
down the toilet.
It is. It's marketing 101. And on Wednesdays in the LA Times, they actually give theater companies and theater in general, it's a Culture Monster page, a much better rate. They have their Wednesdays, which is usually the big theater page day, and the LA Times, just because it's a lot more cost effective to get a nice big display ad in the paper that day. And then Fridays, of course, are usually theater beat when the reviews break, and another day that is a good day to obviously advertise. And Sunday's a great day, except it's really, really expensive.
Sure.
So, but yes, I do consult with my clients about what the advertising should look like. Are we selling the right sell? Is the information big enough and bold enough so it's easy to buy the ticket if somebody is interested, or to find out more information? So that's it's a big part of, what people do wrong a lot in this market.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of changes going on right now too with the LA Theater Producers League that's being started.
Yes, I'm on the transitional committee of
are
that.
you?
I am.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about that? Can you tell us what's the latest with that? So, can we talk about that on air? Or?
Sure. I mean, we've been meeting for like the last 7.5 years. It feels like
you guys have been at it for a while.
No, it's been probably 4 or 5 months. But we've been actually creating. It's been a lot of minutia work, really creating the bylaws of a new organization. And so we are really pretty much done with that portion of it. And so we were doing it as a 99-seat world. And now we've reached out to the mid-sized theaters and to the larger theaters, the lower theaters, to see if they want to be a part of it as well. And it looks like, fingers crossed, that's going very well. So
you've also reached out to the non-union theaters, and we're looking to be a part of it as well.
Absolutely. I mean, the structure is such that hopefully anybody that actually wants to ultimately be a part of the league, the Producers League of Los Angeles, or whatever it ultimately becomes, that there's room at the table for everyone. We want it. We're trying to keep it as inclusive as possible, and so we hope to make an announcement soon where we're able to come and present sooner than later to the whole Los Angeles theater community what it is we've come up with. But it's been a lot of work, but it's been exciting, and it looks like we can see the finish line.
And can you tell everybody what the ultimate goal of having a Producers League of Los Angeles theaters would be?
Oh, sure. I mean, the ultimate goal is, when you're dealing with any number of issues, we can talk about union issues initially. Who do the unions come and talk to? There's no Producers League. They have to go to LA Stage Alliance or some other organization that isn't really a producer's body so on the very basics, I mean, just to have a face of Los Angeles theater that is not LA Stage Alliance, but that is represented by the producers, as almost every other major theatrical city has, we could start there. And then there's a lot of big idea dreams that hopefully 3 or 4 years from now we'll be able to implement: mentoring, education, branding Los Angeles theater as the best theater city in the world, because we are, and nobody seems to really give us the respect or know it. There's a lot of things that we can do, but we just feel that the producer, and for us to get together as producers and talk about our issues and have a dialogue and be able to have the 99-seat family have conversations with the Midsize and the Lort family and see where there's common ground and see where there are areas that we can all work cross marketing, cross promotions,
Absolutely.
Community based things. So there's a million reasons why this is a really, it's why A, it's unbelievable we haven't had one, and B, why right now is the time that we have to have one.
Because I believe Chicago has something similar to
Chicago's
this.
got several, and New York has several.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Time LA
literally,
had one.
absolutely. With as much theater as we have in the city, it is time for us to pull this together and do something for the entire community.
The LA Stage Alliance is wonderful, but
They're
they
amazing.
can't do everything.
No, and
they can't do it all.
And certainly they cannot deal with union issues.
Right.
They are the
Right.
LA Stage Alliance, so they can say, oh, you can talk to this person or that person. We should have a face to that, and so that's one of the goals of it for sure.
I think it's excellent. I can't wait to hear what comes up in the next few months.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and again, hopefully incredibly inclusive.
Excellent.
Yes.
Now, you said you went to Beverly Hills High School, right?
I did.
Because my friend Annie Terry is she's the technical director for the theater department there right now.
Very
so she
good.
does all of that. And so was your instructor the guy who eventually was on
General Hospital.
General Hospital?
John
Oh,
Engel.
wow.
He
Yes,
was. My
yes.
teacher was John Engel.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Bill Corrigan and Joel Pressman, who was amazing there, and those were my years and everything.
Because I remember reading about him and how he was so inspired by his students to kind of after retirement, instead of just fishing, he's like, what, they're having a wonderful time. I think I want to go after this as well, and
he got onto General Hospital and he spent 12 to 15 years there, and it was just it's a great story.
Yeah.
He was inspirational to many people.
Excellent.
Yeah, he was my Mr. Carp. But he was
Nice.
inspirational to many people. We had some issues. So, but
It happens.
It does. But then I was able to do a Rocky Horror at Beverly High in the day in '79 and freak out the whole school. So it was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that must
I'm
be great.
infamous. I'm infamous at Beverly.
Good stuff. Beverly Hills High, if you want to call in.
That's
Call
right.
Sabah David.
That's right.
And
Oh my
we
God.
were I was at the Ovation Awards this last year, and it seemed like every other award was going to The Color Purple over
Yes.
there at the celebration. That's something else that you
Produced.
produced.
Yes.
Um,
And did the marketing, the PR for, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like? Because that was a recent production of yours.
Oh, it was amazing. To have that show, for the fact that they could do it in a space that's almost the size of the table that we're sitting at right now was just extraordinary. They had an amazing cast, and it really brought the actual storytelling out. And to have people, as you well know, I love prosceniums, but to have somebody right next to you get up and be singing their heart out, a half a foot from you is extraordinary. And Michael Matthews, who directed, and Janet Roston, who choreographed, just did the most brilliant job with it. And it was, I was sobbing every time I saw it, and I saw it a lot. So, it really is a beautiful show, and I really think it's gotten some knocks, but in that space, it really brought out the heart and the emotion of the piece, and it deserved all the awards that it received.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really extraordinary.
Yeah, I
stuff.
can vouch for that. I saw it.
Yeah.
Brittany Wheeler, dear friend of mine,
Yes,
was
amazing.
in it.
Very nice.
And I agree.
And she was hilarious.
100%.
Yes, she was hilarious in it.
Who was she? What?
She was one of the church ladies.
Oh,
One of the three
yes.
of them. She was
three
the
of
really,
them.
really hilarious,
Oh.
funny one.
And the wonderful Gregory Neighbors was your musical director, is that right?
He was a musical director on that, and he was my musical director on Justin Love. He really helped get Justin Love off the ground and did a fantastic job with that. And he's got
Yes.
his own show, The Trouble with Words, opening on this weekend.
This weekend.
So he's a friend and someone I am hoping to develop an original musical with shortly as well.
One of the best young musical directors in LA.
One of
Excellent.
the best young composers in LA. I mean, he's
Yes.
a great songwriter. I mean, he's the real deal. So
This show, The Trouble with Words, just came out of nowhere with the Courage Theater Company, I believe
Yep.
it was. Yeah, the Courage Theater Company just came out of nowhere and started winning all the Ovation Awards and getting all this recognition from critics. Little tiny show. It started as a little show.
it's his songs.
And-
It's a song cycle. It's
Yeah.
songs for the new world type of show, and all with Greg's songs. And he's a star. He's the real deal, and hopefully we'll be able to put something together soon. So
I can't wait to see Trouble with Words.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a brand new. They've written I think 4 or 5 new songs for it, and so it's a new production. And so everybody should, after they see Having It All at Laguna Playhouse, they should go see Trouble with Words. I think it's at the Lost Studio.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And for any information on any of your shows, you can go to demandpr.com.
Yeah, or
right?
go to lagunaplayhouse.com for Having It All. And so.
Laguna Playhouse holds a special place in my heart. That's where I did my repertory and conservatory training, and I kind of grew up in that theater. It's a great space.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yes.
And to be down there, it's this time of year, it's so beautiful. And
right on the ocean.
How can you not love Laguna? It's it's an hour away. It's worth the drive.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great theater.
Yep.
Shout out to Joe Lauderdale, my former teacher out there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my
David.
God! Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate your fitting me in my crazy schedule today. Oh, well, thank you. No, thank you.
For any information on David or any of the shows that he is doing the publicity for, you can go to demandpr.com. For any information on Legally Blondes at the Sierra Madre at Simi Valley Cultural Arts Center, go to see. Hey, I'm doing all the work here. I'm the only one talking, and you just sit here with this.
Well, I'm not
Simi
being
Valley
rude.
is not far either. It's an
not
hour
far.
from everywhere.
Yes,
Yes.
it's worth it.
That's right.
Totally worth it.
simi-arts.org.
Yes.
For any information on that.
And to see Diane Grant's reading to Monday night at 8 p.m. at the Blank, you can go to theblank.com, find out more about that.
Yes.
And we have 5 more performances of High School Musical Junior at Theater Palisades with Theater Palisades Youth. For information on that, theaterpalisades.com or 310-454-1970 for tickets. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this week.
I guess so. April 5th, we open the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee at Theater Palisades.
That's
also,
right.
after High School Musical,
Great
go
show.
to theaterpalisades.com
It is a great show, yeah.
for information on that. Next week.
What do we have?
Well, we got some good stuff next week.
All right.
We got Steve Julian from KPCC is going to be in to talk to us. He is our longtime friend on the show. We love Steve. We're looking forward to talking to him. And we also have with us Randy Lopez from Ophelia's Jump Productions Theater Company. They are doing Title of Show coming up very, very soon. And they just announced their season. He's going to come in and tell us all about that.
Great.
Good little group over there, Ophelia's Jump. And I guess that's going to wrap it up.
Oh, great. Look at us. We're just surfing now. We're in the triple digit of our episodes. We're like, this is cake.
Episode 101. It's a good little camaraderie we've worked out here. You've been here, what, like 12 weeks now? This
I
is
guess
good
so,
stuff.
yeah.
we're
You're
starting to get a
adorable. You're
flow.
both adorable.
We're having a blast. Check out our Indiegogo account at indiegogo.com. Sponsor La La Land Talk Season 3. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/La La Land Talk, Twitter at twitter.com/La La Land Talk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And until next week, that's Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
And there's Brett Chapin.
On La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. We'll see you at the top.